hypothetically, I'm just thinking in my head,
Mm.
would you rather get paid, let's say, would you rather get paid £100,000 a year, but have like what Schalk's talking about, the memories of getting to do all that stuff every week, like you're doing unbelievable stuff, creating great memories for 10 years, right? And you do that for 10 years. Or would you rather get paid £500,000 a year, so you're set up for life, and just go through the ringer and just have a in at 7 a.m, finishing at 6? Genuinely though, I will not think you're fickle if you choose the money.
Mate, genuinely, I've never in my career made a decision around money. So maybe I'm stupid and for that reason, but yeah, I'd go definitely for the former.
Yeah, I would.
Cash.
And I know I've got 4 kids.
But you've got other things to
cash
think about.
every time.
But still, 100 grand is still a lot of money. Maybe I shouldn't have said it there. I'm going 50 grand now. We're getting even less. But you're not going to be set up for life afterwards. That's
I know, but there's an excitement to reinventing yourself, isn't there? There's always money to be made.
Yeah, true. It'd be an hard decision. Huh?
Schalk, let's quickly touch upon 2018. You get a text from Springbok head coach Rassie Erasmus asking if you've got any more rugby left in the tank. Didn't you think it was a hoax or a prank from a teammate? Talk us through.
Yeah, I thought it was Vincent Koch. I was in Ibiza with the missus and the 3 boys. Sell out. I always want to go to Ibiza. Everybody said Ibiza kind of thing, right? So we get there. It's a night out. Went for dinner, came back. Kids asleep. I'm having a couple of mojitos, or actually feeding my wife some mojitos to spend some quality time with her while the kids are sleeping, of course. And of course, I get this text message from an unknown number, and I thought it was Vincent Koch trying to, just play a joke on me, because they got together as a group, I think a week or 2 before that. And we were actually playing in 2018, we were playing England. And it was an Afrikaans, but the line was pretty much, do you still have got some gas in the tank left? And I was literally, yeah, of course, yes. My tank is almost full. I'm the quickest, prettiest, hottest, fittest hooker you'll ever meet. And after like 3-4 text messages of me going back and forth with this, I thought Vincent, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning in South Africa. My wife, the lawyer, she said, just pick up the phone and phone the guy. Phone Vincent and tell him to stop mucking about. Pick up the phone, Rassie answers. I'm going, oh my goodness, what have I just done? So from that perspective, it was great getting back into it. But of course, I had to ask permission first not ask permission, but get the thumbs up from the missus, from Cambridge, and from pretty much from Jan Rupert or Remgo, the company where I did my rotation.
Amazing
and
stuff.
So probably the shortest retirement in world rugby. Well, for a couple of players.
But you had Rassie's obviously one of rugby's greatest characters. You've worked under him. Have you got a good memory when you thought, "Wow, he's brilliant, but crazy"?
He's always been crazy, but he's always been amazing from a technical perspective. And I must say, so he coached me from, I think, 06, 07 to 09. And then he was very successful. The Stormers after that played a couple of finals and semi-finals after that. Never won. But that not because of, we just had a great Bulls team back then with Victor and Fourie and Buckies and all that group. But when I saw him in 2018, and we played against Munster a couple of times, I had a great chat. It was a lot more certain of him. He's always had a lot of confidence, but he knew his strength and weakness a lot more 10 years later. I guess that's all of us. We become more self-assured, and we not more vulnerable, but you're more open about it. And if someone doesn't like who you are, then it's fine. And the 2018 Rassie that I saw back then, taking the team, he had a very sure plan of where he wants to go. And he sort of the way the coaching team was set up, and then the team itself, I thought there was a lot of very good rugby players that was very keen to sort of not have record loss against Ireland and New Zealand and be 7th in the world.
You always play the game very fair. But we obviously can't let you go without asking about that infamous punch up with your teammate Owen Farrell in Hong Kong. A bit like Ryan's a couple of years ago in the tunnel at Murrayfield. Take us through what unfolded in that Barbars versus British and Irish Lions match.
Firstly, I should mark it. It was a great week with the Barbarians. A fantastic nights out. Not a lot of sleep, but I thought we got ourselves ready for the game. But in the game, it was extremely hot and humid. And you know, the one thing I guess from my wrestling days, I hate being held on to. Like it's a pet hate. I want to run to the ball, and normally it's someone just grabbing back, and the New Zealanders were great at it, playing off the ball. And I was like asking Owen, please let me go, please let me go. And then sort of didn't let me go. And I to my own, sometimes in my career, a weakness, we call it the red mist, that it does happen. And then luckily I didn't connect. That would have been a nightmare. Imagine I gave him a proper punch and he missed the lines to her. That would have been a nightmare. Luckily that didn't happen. But yeah, then I tried to apologize after the game. I can understand Owen Farrell was upset. And guess what? Our first team Saracens trip, guess who was my roommate? Got the key, went to the room, got to the room, click, click, door opens up. Owen Farrell is my roommate.
Oh no, fucking hell, not you.
So it was like, oh my goodness, Edward, Brendan, what have you done? Or Mark. And it was like, then we sorted things out and cracked on again. But as you know, Owen can be a very intense individual.
That story is exactly what he was doing to me in the tunnel. Just kept yanking my shirt. Like, get off me. Get off me and leave me alone.
Yeah, so oh my goodness, I can't even believe they put us together as roommates. But it was good. It was good times to sort it out.
Before that game, you were photographed on the beers at Happy Valley Racetrack, even though there was a ban on drinking before the game. Did you get into any trouble for that?
Oh my goodness! So the thing was there wasn't a ban. It was we never decided to have no drinks. We went and said, well, the plan, well, they want us to not drink at all. I'm like, Barbarian trip, no alcohol, nuts. And I mean, I said, well, we'll tone it down. And so from our perspective, I didn't know that wasn't the UK papers. There was no, when we got to Hong Kong, there was no thing what no alcohol. And then the next moment, I take a picture with Marco Bensel. Of course, I put it on social media, not thinking anything about this. The next moment, wake up the next morning, time difference. Oh my goodness, bomb. Drinking ban, getting pumped by England. Then this happens, and it's like, oh my goodness. It felt like I'm an alcoholic from that perspective. People were thinking what a disgrace going against the team spirit. I never want to go against a team or the ethos of the Barbarians. It's amazing. It's one of the great teams or institutions I played for. Anyway, and then we got pumped by Lions, and I got a red card or yellow card, and got a 6-week ban. So it was a dog show.
6-week ban for it as well.
I got 8 weeks reduced or 12 weeks reduced to, because they said in the fines meeting, I tried to hit him with an elbow. I'm like, I'm a wrestler, not an MMA fighter, buddy. So anyway, yeah, so I got banned for 6 weeks after that for that punch. I'm like, I didn't at the fines meeting, or not fines meeting, it sounds like a drinking session at the what do you call it when you
the court session.
Court session. So I'm sitting there with the guy trying to talk through me. Wow, what kind of action of the punch did I throw? And I'm like, I didn't even connect. What you on about?
Oh,
then he
sorry.
says,
I
"Oh,
thought you were talking about
No,
the court session in the team. You're talking
no,
about
no.
the hearing with the officials,
hearing,
right?
the
Okay.
hearing, yeah, with officials, and they like with the hearing. Yeah, no, I tried to smash him and use the elbow to hit him on the. I'm like, come on, seriously, it's not that. And then I got banned, and anyway,
Oh,
so I had a great week.
yeah, well, I don't judge you. I think you should be allowed to drink as much as you want on a Barbarians tour. So I'm with you all the
Yeah.
way. And if it
Thank
wasn't
you.
clear how much you could drink, then they didn't lay the rules out properly, did they?
Yeah, but I mean, I can remember my first 07 Barbarian game with, Jason Robertson was his last game against the Springboks at Twickenham, and it was freaking unbelievable. We beat the Springboks after they won the World Cup in 07. There wasn't their full team, but it was probably one of the best. I can't remember except that game getting pumped, but the Barbarians has always been unbelievable. That's where you get to know players you play against, and you think, oh, this is just such an amazing institution or team spirits, and everyone just there for the laugh, and then you pitch up on Saturday. So I can remember the boys 07, Matt Gitzo going out, texting me at probably 2:00 in the morning, asking where I am on a night out. I'm like, we're playing the Springboks next day, bud. And then they pitch up and go and beat the Springboks. And it's like, oh my goodness, these guys can turn up.
See, that's so we could go on that question. I would you rather do the whole week, right, on the piss up with the boys and then not play the game, or miss the whole week of the piss up and just play the game? Which one?
Oh,
Which one? So you have literally the 5 days of the best piss up. You just missed the important bit of the game, very important, but you still sort of get a few beers after the game, or do you miss all of that and then play the game?
On that wonderful note, it's sadly that is all the time we've got left for this week. Huge thank you to Schalk for being such good value and opening up on a fabulous career. And thanks, as always, to Max and to Ryan. And we will see you all next week.